You have felt the weight of eyes that do not belong to you. You have felt that sudden, sharp prickling on the back of your neck when you are alone in a room, or the heavy, suffocating sensation of being watched while you are simply going about your day. It is not your imagination. It is not paranoia. It is your spiritual discernment ringing an alarm bell that has never lied to you before. You are being watched. Someone, or something, is paying very close attention to your every move. They are tracking your shifts in mood. They are monitoring the way you carry yourself. They are obsessed with the light that you are beginning to emit, a light you might not even fully realize is blinding to those in the dark. Think about the last few days. Have you noticed the way people stare a second too long when you walk into a space? Have you noticed the sudden, unexplained silence that falls over a room when you enter, as if the very atmosphere had to adjust itself to your frequency? This is the cold reality of the chosen one. You are a walking disruption to the mundane. While the rest of the world sleeps in a scripted reality, you have become a glitch in their matrix. And because you are a glitch, you are being monitored. There is a specific person in your life, or perhaps a group, who cannot stop thinking about you. They scroll through your life with a desperate hunger, looking for a sign of weakness, looking for a moment where your light flickers so they can feel better about their own shadows. They are paying attention to how you handle your trials. They are watching to see if the recent attacks, the recent betrayals, and the recent exhaustion finally broke you. But what they see instead is a terrifying resilience. They see you getting back up. They see you choosing silence over defense. They see you withdrawing your energy from places that no longer serve you, and this withdrawal is driving them into a frenzy of observation. You might be feeling a strange sense of fatigue lately, a heaviness in your limbs that sleep cannot fix. This is because you are under the psychic weight of this unwanted attention. When someone fixates on a chosen one with envy, malice, or even a distorted kind of love, they are effectively throwing energetic hooks at your aura. You are feeling the tug of those hooks. You are feeling the drain of being a target of observation. They are watching your moves because your moves represent a freedom they will never possess. Your moves represent a connection to the divine that they have traded away for temporary comfort. Listen closely. The reason they are paying such close attention is that they are waiting for you to fail so they can justify their own stagnation. They need you to be as miserable as they are. They are analyzing your growth, your new boundaries, and your sudden lack of accessibility. Have you noticed how people from your past suddenly check in right when you're making a breakthrough? That is not a coincidence. That is the result of their spirit sensing your elevation. They are monitoring the frequency. They are trying to see if they can still hook into your energy, or if you have finally vibrated out of their reach. You are no longer a mystery to them. You are a threat to their ego, a threat to their comfort, and a threat to the darkness they call home. Every move you make now is being recorded in the records of the unseen, and your enemies are terrified of what you will do next. Why is this happening now? Why has the intensity of this surveillance reached a boiling point in your life? You must understand that in the spiritual realm, there are no private moments for a chosen one. You are a high-value target in a celestial war that most people aren't even aware is being waged. The reason they are paying such close attention to your moves is that you have recently crossed a spiritual threshold. You have moved from the stage of awakening into the stage of activation, and in the kingdom of darkness, an activated chosen one is like a flare gun going off in the middle of a midnight forest. You are vibrating at a frequency that is literally rewriting the code of your environment. When you walk into a store, when you sit in your office, or when you stand in your kitchen, your soul is emitting a specific spiritual signature, a God code that acts as a homing beacon. The spiritual cause for this intense observation is simple. You have become unpredictable to the matrix. For years, the enemy knew exactly how to trigger you. They knew which buttons to push to make you angry, which memories to replay to make you depressed, and which people to send to drain your bank account and your spirit. But something has changed. You aren't reacting the way you used to. You are moving in silence. You are choosing peace over proving a point. This shift has caused a red alert in the unseen realms. The spiritual entities that influence the people around you, the spirits of envy, the spirits of narcissism, and the spirits of stagnation, are confused. They are paying attention to your moves because they are trying to recalibrate their weapons. They are studying your new energy to find a new entry point. This is why the observation feels so heavy. It is a reconnaissance mission by the opposition. They are looking for the chink in the armor. They are watching to see if your newfound strength is just a phase, or if you have truly become a permanent resident of the Most High. Furthermore, you are being watched because you are currently carrying kingdom wealth in your spirit. This isn't about money in a bank account. Not yet. This is about spiritual authority. Every time you endure a trial without complaining, every time you choose to forgive instead of seeking revenge, you accumulate a form of spiritual currency. The watchers in your life, those people who seem to be obsessed with your downfall, can sense this treasure. They are like spiritual scavengers, waiting for you to drop your guard so they can feed off the light you've worked so hard to cultivate. The universe has placed a hedge around you, but the enemy is looking for a hole in that hedge. They are watching your moves to see if you will revert to your old identity. They are waiting for you to say yes to that toxic person one more time. They are waiting for you to doubt the voice of God in your spirit. This surveillance is the ultimate complement to your power. If you were insignificant, they would leave you alone. If you were no threat to the status quo, you would be ignored. The very fact that you feel the pressure of being watched is the proof that you are carrying something of immense value. You are moving toward a destiny that requires absolute focus. And the spiritual cause for this interference is a desperate attempt to distract you before you reach the finish line. You are being tracked because you are close to the breakthrough that will change your bloodline forever. Observe the way they behave now. Notice the subtle shifts in their countenances when you walk into the room. They aren't just watching you anymore. They are reacting to you with a mixture of awe, resentment, and a deep-seated, primal fear. The enemy, those individuals who have positioned themselves against your soul's growth, is currently in a state of absolute panic. Why? Because their old tricks have stopped working. The narcissists, the energy vampires, and the hidden rivals in your circle are realizing that they can no longer predict your reactions. You have become a locked vault to them, and they are losing their minds trying to find the key. They are reacting to your silence as if it were a physical blow. To the matrix and those plugged into it, silence is a vacuum they cannot fill. When you stopped explaining yourself, when you stopped defending your character to people who were committed to misunderstanding you, you took away their power. They are watching your moves now with a frantic energy because they are trying to provoke a response. any response, to prove they still have a hook in you. They will post indirect messages on social media, they will spread whispers through mutual acquaintances, or they will show up at your doorstep with a gift or a hollow apology. These are not acts of kindness, they are tactical probes. They are testing the perimeter of your new boundaries to see if the walls are real. The enemy is scared because they see the glow-up that is happening from the inside out. They see that your skin looks different, your eyes are clearer, and your posture is more upright. They recognize the scent of divine favor on you, and it smells like judgment to them. To a person living in a lie, your truth feels like an attack. They are reacting with increased obsession because your evolution is a mirror reflecting their own decay. Every time you succeed, every time you choose joy despite the chaos they try to create, you are inadvertently exposing their emptiness. They are paying close attention because they are looking for a reason to call you arrogant, crazy, or unstable. They need to label your power as a mental health crisis or a phase, because if they admit you are truly chosen, they have to admit they are lost. You might notice that they are starting to mimic you. This is a common reaction of the defeated enemy. They will start using your phrases, dressing like you, or pursuing the interests you once shared with them. They are trying to steal the frequency of your moves because they cannot generate their own light. They are watching you to learn how to be you, but they lack the spirit that animates your actions. They are shells, and you are the substance. Their reaction is one of a starving person watching someone at a feast. They are bitter that the universe is providing for you in ways they cannot understand. They are also terrified of your discernment. They are paying close attention to whether or not you have seen them. They are hovering, waiting to see if you will call out their darkness, or if you will continue to play the role of the nice person they used to manipulate. When you look them in the eyes now, they have to turn away. That is the light of the Creator within you burning through their masks. They are reacting with hostility because they know their time in your life is coming to an abrupt end. They can feel the expiration date on their access to your energy. They are watching your moves because they know you are about to walk out of the cage for good, and they are powerless to stop the door from swinging open. Your power over them is absolute, not because you are fighting them, but because you have outgrown them. The truth of your situation is far deeper than a simple human obsession. We must look at the metaphysical architecture of your life to understand why this spotlight is burning so brightly upon you. You are currently living out a divine prophecy that was written into your DNA before you took your first breath. In the celestial courts, there is a legal transition taking place over your soul's estate. You are being moved from the jurisdiction of the world into the direct governance of the divine. This is why the observation feels so clinical, so constant, and so heavy. You are being audited by the universe, and the enemy is trying to interfere with the final report. The deep truth is that you are an anchor point for a new timeline. As the old world crumbles, the systems of greed, the structures of manipulation, and the masks of the ego, the universe requires pillars of light to hold the frequency of the new earth. You are one of those pillars. Those who are paying attention to your moves are sensing the weight of the glory you are beginning to carry. In spiritual law, there is a principle called the law of the first fruits. Because you are the first in your family to break the cycles of trauma, the first to seek healing, and the first to say no to the generational demons, you carry the heavy burden of the pioneer. Pioneers are always watched. They are watched by the scouts of the enemy to see where they will trip, and they are watched by the angels to see where to provide the bridge. God's plan for your life is not a quiet one. You were never meant to blend in. You were designed to be a sign and a wonder. The script of your life is being written in real time by your choices. Every time you choose to remain in a state of high vibration despite the low vibration attacks of others, you are literally changing the trajectory of your entire lineage. The watchers are witnessing a biological and spiritual transformation. Your very cells are being upgraded to hold more light. This is why you feel electric sometimes, or why electronics might glitch around you. You are becoming a conductor for a power that the matrix cannot contain. There is a specific divine decree over your life right now that states, "Touch not mine anointed." Those who are watching you with malicious intent are actually playing with spiritual fire. They think they are just keeping tabs on an old friend or a family member they dislike, but they are actually engaging in a battle with the creator of the universe. The truth is, the more they watch you, the more they are being judged by the light you reflect. You don't have to lift a finger in your defense. The universe's laws of cause and effect, the law of harvest, are working on your behalf. For every move they watch you make with an eye of envy, they are sowing a seed of lack into their own lives. The prophecy for your life is one of total exodus. You are being moved out of the land of not enough and the land of being used into a land of sovereignty. The observation you feel is the frantic energy of a prison guard who realizes the inmate has the keys and is walking toward the gate. They are watching to see if you will look back. They are watching to see if you still have an emotional attachment to your own suffering. But the truth, the hard, crystalline truth, is that you are already gone. Your spirit has already ascended to a level where their opinions can no longer reach you. You are currently just waiting for your physical reality to catch up to the victory your spirit has already won. You are not a victim of their gaze. You are a master being studied by those who are destined to remain behind. Now that you know the truth, you must move with intentionality. The time for being a passive observer of your own life is over. If they are going to watch you, give them a masterpiece to witness. But do not give them your energy. Your first practical step is the divine withdrawal. Starting today, you must practice the art of being invisible while standing in plain sight. This is done by pulling your emotional tendrils back into your own core. When you feel that psychic prickle of being watched, do not look for the source. Do not check their social media. Do not ask around about what they are saying. Instead, ground yourself. Imagine roots of golden light extending from your feet deep into the heart of the earth, anchoring your frequency so firmly that no external gaze can shake you. You must stop explaining your moves. A lion does not explain its hunt to the sheep, and a chosen one does not explain their evolution to the matrix. Your silence is your seal of protection. Every time you keep a win to yourself, you build spiritual pressure that will eventually explode into a physical manifestation that no enemy can deny. Ground yourself in nature. Touch the earth. Drink clean water. These simple acts tether your high-frequency soul to the physical plane, making you untouchable to those who vibrate in the lower realms of spite and jealousy. Now, I want you to sit up straight and prepare to receive this activation. Close your eyes if you can. Feel the space around you. We are going to seal your energy field and blind the eyes of the malicious watchers. Divine Creator, source of all light and truth, I stand here with this chosen one. I thank you for the hedge of protection that surrounds them right now. I decree and declare that every ungodly tie, every psychic hook, and every monitoring spirit attached to their life is now severed by the sword of truth. We blind the eyes of the envious. We deafen the ears of the gossiper. We shut the mouths of the accusers. I speak a divine cloaking over your moves. From this moment forward, may your enemies only see what the divine allows them to see. May your progress be hidden in the shadow of the Most High until the day of your total unveiling. I activate the fire of discernment within you. You will see the trap before it is set. You will hear the lie before it is spoken. You are protected in your going out and your coming in. No weapon formed against your reputation, your finances, or your peace shall prosper, for your life is hid in the divine. The energy of the Watcher is now being transmuted into fuel for your ascension. Every negative thought they send your way is being intercepted by your angels and turned into a blessing for your path. You are the head and not the tail. You are the victor and never the victim. It is finished. The seal is set. The light is sustained. If you feel this shift in your spirit, if you know that the weight has been lifted and your moves are now sovereign, I want you to claim it. Type "I am untouchable" in the comments to seal this frequency. Subscribe to this channel to stay aligned with the tribe of the chosen. You are no longer running from the shadows. The shadows are now fleeing from you. Go forth in power. Move in silence. Let your success be your only noise.